So this morning I'm watching these guys do this. We're concreting the entirety of this trough. I am trying to block the cows out of this side of the shed. I'm going to go and feed them so these guys that are in here run round. I'm not bothering scraping because they're not going to be in here. I'll scrape it in a minute, but I've used the tractor just now to block off that side. I'm hoping when I feed them they all scurry around the other side, and I can just close these gates here. I'll just wait for the guys to get a little bit further on and then I'll set the camera up on the time lapse, but I don't want to get in their way. We've got Sean and David, his dad, here today. Sean did, if you remember, all that like years ago. This the bottom for this to be sat on level. It's very good at concrete, level, shiny things. Everything's working well in here. I need to go on school run now because I'm late. Sorry, Rufus. Everybody out. Out, out, out. Get out. It does look kind of hard work actually, doesn't it? So we had a tiny bit of concrete short. When I say a tiny bit, I mean a really tiny bit. So David's just gone to the concrete yard with the Merlot, and I'm just destroying myself. Looking at it, I'm not. I'm destroying calves, but you'd think I was destroying myself, wouldn't you? This is an art form. Hold your voices down. Come on now, we can do this. Come on now. So, fed calves while they're having coffee. I'm just going to nip on in, stick the tanker on. I don't know, I can't really put you anywhere, to be fair. Can I put you there? Are you okay there? Is that a good place to be? I really need the Merlot to fill the feeder, but they're using it. Workman problems. We had this like all last when we were building the shed. We needed to feed cows, but Obviously they were using the mower to feed the shed. Just makes it really makes it really hard work. I'll just wait. I'll make a brew. I'll straw some calves and make a brew, I think. I won't disturb them. But the cows are starving. Like, I've pushed up 3 times. They're onto the fluffy bits on the floor now. Oh, I think they're done. I'll wait. I'll not get a brew. I'll wait. I'll wash my bucket and then fill the feeder. So me and Ray have just gone to pick some straw up. Charlotte can't throw these over bales. Never been able to. I'm clear.
Is it on?
Yes. Never been able to do that. That trailer looks really small when it's loaded. Roy just said, look how clear the sky is. Like, where is that plane? Look at that. Hold on. Look how clear it is. That's like a long, long way away. Never mind that, look how clear the fells are. So we live in there somewhere. Or is it maybe slightly further that way? I'd have to stand for a minute. Somewhere there's a helicopter. I didn't think that they'd be allowed to fly at this time of night. Anywho. Just wait to show you. Aviation update. What are those?
They look like sharks in the sky.
They do. What are these guys? Going.
They're flashing.
They're flashing. They're very. Let me steady myself. What are these? Does anyone know? There's 2 of them.
Can't even see them.
Got some epicopters. Wow, and some big planes. This is too exciting. It's like they just know. They just know. Very cool aviation update. I'm so glad we were outside. And what a sunset. So I am going on a little journey. Not usual for me. I'm going to Warrendale Wagyu conference. That's Roy filling the feeder before anyone thinks there's an earthquake. Tomorrow it's gonna be different. Now, I ain't the usual conference type, but I am very, very interested in how some kind of Wagyu would fit into a system with jerseys. Immensely interested. So, we know a couple of people. Sorry, I'm single-handedly dropping you for one, putting the buckets to wash. We know a couple of people now that rear Wagyu. And we also know one farmer that breeds Wagyu from jerseys, and they call them Jagus, which is kind of funky. So you know, we have beef shorthorns in our jerseys. Is it raining? There's some straw outside. Sorry, there's some straw outside. I'm gonna need to move it. Yeah, so beef shorthorns. They're belting calves, I won't lie. And I mean, they're really belting calves. They've done so well. They're so beautiful. I mean, I'll show you them. They're absolutely superb. I mean, look at this bad girl. Look at this bad girl. Look at this bad girl here. They are such good calves. They are, however, taking a lot out of the cows. And when I say that, I don't mean they're exhausting the cows or they're leaving them a little bit skinny. Man, they're taking some calving. Like, I have physically pulled. Now, granted, we have more animals, more head of animals calving, so I was going to pull, you know, more, but physically pulling more calves by quite a bit. And I don't mean just giving them a little hand like the things I show you. Some of them have been pretty brutal. Roy's bringing some silage. Have seen me calve a couple of cows, and there has been an awful lot more on top of that have needed assistance. They are big calves, quite broad shoulders. Now, don't get me wrong, they're going to bring more money in, but at the detriment to your actual animal, which isn't really what we want. So we have got not the most organised calf setup, but it works. They're clean, very clean and happy and full of straw and very dry. In here we have Shorthorn, Limmy. You can't see her. How the roan Shorthorn's the only one that's popped out with horns. All the rest are polled. Crazy. So grateful, but crazy. Slightly older yet again, so we've got Limmy. These are Swedish Reds. The dark, very dark, them three there. Shorthorn. And then two more Limmys here. Stand still and let everyone look at you. Stop it. Crazy little thing. Look, I can't. Being attacked. Actually attacked. I'd like to say by a tiny calf, but actually, you're not that small anymore. You're not that small. Swedish Red things are, they're all heifers. They would be a dairy cow for someone to milk. So we don't really know what to do with them. If anyone wants to buy them, get in touch, because we're not quite sure. Originally, we thought we might keep some beef on, but now we're thinking, purely because we've seen how fast you get mewed up with calves, to get rid. So if anyone wants, the 3 Swedish Reds there. Lots and lots of beef Shorthorns. Belting calves, they really are, honestly, super impressed with them. And if it wasn't for the fact that it was taking so much out of the cow, we wouldn't be considering another breed, which leads me on to the Warrendale Wagyu conference. A lovely fella from Fellside Way came the other day, and he was telling me about his Wagyu rearing, which was interesting. He came to a bit of a tour that young farmers have put on of the shed, and it was just enlightening, and he just planted the seed alongside another farm that we know very close to here that has jerseys and also puts Wagyus in them. And it was just something interesting. And then I knew there was a conference going on, managed to get invited, which was brilliant. The attraction to the whole Wagyu thing is the guaranteed market and guaranteed price at the end of it, which I find very, very interesting. So at present, when we send these calves to auction, we do not know, we don't have a set time that we send them at the minute. We're not quite in that good of a routine yet, but when we send them, we don't know what price we're going to get, and we don't know who's going to buy them. But on some kind of scheme with the Wagyus, you know who's going to buy them, you know what age they're going, and you know how much money you get. And there's also a premium at the end of life for, obviously, the growers along the way when it reaches like a successful carcass. And that, for me, I find really interesting. I'd like to learn more about that. So, as you can see, it's going dark. I've got to be up relatively early to get down there near Scunthorpe somewhere, I want to say. It's going to rain and there's straw out, so I better move that. Roy's just feeding the cows to make sure they're nice and full for morning. If it's going to rain, I'm going to put all of my things away from Lily because I don't want it to get wet. And yes, I will catch you in the morning when I will be on the road to go and learn about marbled fat entrapment beef. And guess who's fallen off his bike and split all his chin open? It was going to happen, wasn't it? It was going to happen. And I won't say I told you so, but 10 minutes before I did say that's a very, very bad idea, don't do it. So, you know, I did my parental duties, didn't I? So I've actually done my hair this morning, so that's why I've got my hood up, and I am passing Stainmore, so I'm just checking on the girls. Turn you around so you can see. Hello, lady babies. How are we? That is stunning.
I wasn't able to control my knees 'cause I was hypnotized. I can't deny you got fire in those eyes. Yeah. So me and you could run away. I think I know a place where both of us can lay. You'll be mine and I'll be yours. I think by now.
So this is northern Stainmore.
It's yours to break. I can't deny you got fire in those eyes. I can't deny you got fire in those eyes. All right.
Take it back to your chick. Did I just fall down a rabbit hole? Yes, I did. And it would be alright if I wasn't next to the A66 and everyone was watching me.
Come over and you can ask your question. So I'm Chris Dickinson. I'm on the board of directors for the British Wagyu Association, and also we finish Wagyu on our family farm in Cumbria. Without further ado, yes, Charlotte.
Hello, I'm Charlotte. I'm a farmer from Cumbria. I just wondered if you had any preferences in the breed of dairy cow that you're using. Quite a simple question following that, sorry.
Say Jersey,
So
Jamie, please.
for our
Yeah, Jersey.
Say Jersey, please.
So I think there's a place for everything. No, what we will say is for our standard model, and we've talked about consistency all day for our retailers. You know, we look at the British Friesians, the bigger types, the Holstein Friesians, the Montbéliards. However, you know, we have sampled the jerseys, and we've had very, very good marbling. Like Tom mentioned, we've got visitors from Jersey. We're entering into a scheme with them. But I believe there's a place for that, probably with a specific outlet. It doesn't really go mainstream. I think it's more niche.
Yep.
There's no doubting in the quality, but it's a very, very different model to what we're used to.
Okay, so take home messages, because you know conferences love these take home messages. A Wagyu, Jersey Wagyu, would be very good quality, hard to get to weight, or impossible actually to get to weight. They do not reach the weight they want, so therefore Dovecot Park, which is where Joe Seals sent his, they would have to be processing more carcasses. Yes, they're better quality, but more carcasses, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They want big animals at weight, uniform. So yeah, it would have to go to some sort of a different outlet, which they do. They went against the idea, and with the massive growth plans that they had, which was honestly, it was just crazy. You can see why they want to be taking on more farms and more farmers. But yeah, retaining that quality, I think, is probably key. Yeah, it was good. It was good fun. I've never tasted steak like it, I will not lie. Like, and we butcher our own. They was something else, it really was. It was really, really good. But yeah, interesting to go. Interesting to broaden your horizons. Even if the speakers, you'd never guess who he's on the phone to. Never guess. You'll never guess. Who are you on the phone to, Roy?
What?
Who are you on the phone to?
Jeff.
Jeff is on phone to Jeff. He's changed his name. That's Seals boy. Yeah, so it was fair. Oh, the big hair in front of me. It was fair interesting. It was nice to get away for a day, I do suppose. It was in near Scunthorpe, a big, a nice hotel, golf, spa, resort thing. But yeah, it was very interesting. I will be very interested to follow it up, because as you know, as I explained before I went, we've not had the best of time with the shorthorn. Now, when the cows came, I did question why so many of them had zips in the side, as did many of you. And we all kind of went, oh, you know, maybe inexperienced vets, you know, the guy who had them before us hadn't calved suckler cows like we had, like we can pull anything, that kind of mentality. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have to assist as many as I am doing. And I don't mean assist as in like the cute videos that I show you where I'm like, you know, just giving a little pull kind of thing. I mean like assist as in full on calving cows. But yeah, they're not bad. The calves seem to be very decent, but it's taken a lot out of the cow. And that is exactly what Tom Savage said to us when he came here and he heard that they had got beef shorthorns in their bellies. He said somebody he knew down Lancashire way had beef shorthorns from the Jerseys, and it took a lot out of the cows and they didn't like it. And he's exactly right. So back to work, round calving cows. Stand up, Glass. Oh, now she's nowhere near yet. Maud, how are you?
What do you think about that round there then?
That cow is not in calf, since everything's trying to ride her. Interesting. Girls, right, boys and girls, thank you very, very, very much for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to press the subscribe button and like the video. It helps us all greatly when you do this, and it costs you nothing. So, thanks for making it to the end. Love you long time. See you.